Welcome back, it's Ty, and I got my wife Jenny here, and we're gonna get back to the computer desk thing that I did a live stream about before. And you notice I've been doing more live streams just because I don't get a chance to edit any of these videos, so I don't care if it's raw. I'm just gonna do something here, and that's it. Alright, let's get this camera turned around. Oof. And I kicked the heater. Okay, so, and the camera is crazy now. Alright. Okay, so here's the gaming desk, and I have to say I absolutely love this desk. You can see it's all assembled, and I did a couple modifications to it as well. I'm not done with the desk right now. Still a few things I need to do, so let's talk about the things I need to do. Is the first thing is the computer case here is very old. It's like nearly 20 years old, so that needs to be replaced. And I've already 90% sure of the one I'm going to use. I'll leave it as a surprise for later. And these external drive bays, I need to do something with them. I'll figure it out, but I haven't decided how I'm going to do it yet. But you can see my desk looks like Razer vomited all over it. I got the Razer mouse, Razer keyboard, and the Tartarus, and the mouse mat. I did this here. This is one of the customizations I did. I'm going to bring the camera down for this. Let's see here. I can loosen that up a little bit. Alright, so here we go. So you see here I've got a lighted cup holder and my favorite beer in it. Let's pop the top on that. Oh, there you go. We got it all over the desk. Don't worry, I got a cloth. The whole point of the cup holder is not spill things. So I'll be playing my friend Jaime, and we'll be drinking while we're playing. Not drinking beer necessarily, but sometimes yes. And I don't want to spill what I've got here on my computer or get, you know, rings on the desk or anything like that. So I got this cup holder. Now this is an RV and boat stainless steel cup holder that was actually lighted. And I had to do some modifications to it to actually use it because the all over the place. It was wired for 12 volts, so I had to change the resistor out of it. Now I've got three 33 ohm resistors, and the 3 lights are wired in parallel. And it's running off USB 5 volts for that. And I have that on a separate power supply because I don't want, if this shorts out or whatever happens, I don't want it to affect the computer. None of the lighting on this is running off the computer's power supply, just as besides the keyboard and the mouse. So there's the cup holder. Just to show you it. Would you hold the beer? Hold my beer. I got this. I just cut a hole. I just use a hole saw to drill a hole in this, and here's the cup holder rewired, and that's it. So let's put the beer back in, Jenny. Okay. So that's the main customization I did to it. The other one was the casters on the bottom. This originally had little tiny feet, which I never even put on it. I'll show you the feet. So here's the feet that came with it, and what I ended up doing, these are M8 thread, and I used casters which are 3/8 16 thread. So I had to drill out and tap the threads to hold these casters. And the one thing is, you'll notice that the threads, and I'm taking the camera off here, on these casters they're a lot taller than the threads are than the casters, and than the leg levelers. So I use these nice nylon bushings here to just give a little space. And actually I like the desk a little higher, so that's one of the things I did. And I got some comments here I'm just going to comment on. Oh, how much of the desk? So we got Chronicles. Jenny, would you look at this, how it's spelled? Am I saying Chronicles? Saying that right? Oops. Chronicles? Well, he's asking me.
I
don't know how to say it.
I don't know my reading glasses.
He's asking me how much did it. He's saying I got it right. Good. Okay, so he's asking how much. I'm guessing you're asking me how much the desk set me back, and the desk was 170, right, Jenny?
I think so. Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say 160 something.
So my work
168.
gave me a $50 Amazon gift card for Christmas, and I just got the rest with that. So let's just talk about the underside here. So I got the wiring all neatened up here. Some of the wires are running through this little cover, whatever you call it, and everything's all bound up. And then I've got LED underlighting underneath here, just for an effect. And I think it looks pretty decent down there. And I think that's pretty much it for the desk. Oh, and I added this bracket on the side. So I drilled the side of the leg and mounted this bracket on here that will hold the CPU, so I don't have to have the CPU on the floor. So I like having that. And I put up just a cloth, black cloth here, just kind of make it feel a little less basement-y, because I got my PC in the basement. And right now it's just safety pinned. Jenny's gonna help me sew it and make a decent curtain out of it. I'm gonna get another panel too, and that will just make it feel a little bit more homey. And look, my homies. And the floor here, this is a rubber mat, and it's about this thick. What would you say? It's like 3/8 of an inch thick, right, Jenny?
I think so. Yeah.
And I got this at the hardware store. This is actually a stall mat for like a horse. And there's two of them here. You can see the seam right here. And these are just sitting on the floor, and that just keeps it a little bit warmer. You can see it ends there, and it goes over this way. Right there. Oh, and what's this? Why, this is a new chair. And I got this off Amazon. It was $50, regular price $99. So let's actually put that together right now. What do you think? Right, Jenny?
Sounds good to me.
Okay. Let's get up. All right. Get this camera mounted again. Okay. Let's do this. Okay.
Kids were all excited when they saw that there was a delivery.
Oh yeah? The delivery man came? Okay, let's get this box opened. And I'm probably going to modify this, but I'm going to put it together the way it came first. Because my desk is higher, probably going to need to make the chair higher like I do with my old chair. Is the shot looking good, Jenny?
Yes.
All right, you can see everything?
Yes.
All right. A little sniffly because I was sick. I'm not sick anymore, but the sniffles persist. All right, so this is a $50 chair, so bear in mind this is not some luxury item, but I think it'll work for me, because one of the things I notice when I'm gaming at my desk, or even just sitting at my desk in my basement, is I usually sit on the edge of my chair. I'm not reclined back. Is something wrong there?
How do I
Zoom out?
Yeah.
You go backwards. It's already
With
zoomed
the-
out.
Like, yeah, I can't.
Just move backwards. You got room. So here's what the chair looks like. Come around here. So this is a kneeling chair. These were all the rage, would you say, in the 90s? With secretaries?
90? No.
80s?
No.
I just remember working, and the secretaries all had these kneeling chairs. So this is how
Not in the 90s.
Oh yeah, in the 90s, yeah.
Oh, okay.
You see that right there? So we'll see how it works for me. So let's get this thing together. Now I might need you to grab tools, Jenny, while I'm doing this.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
just dump this out here. This box out of the way. Get over here. Don't worry, the camera's good. Take this. Put it in the box, because if I don't like it, I'm going to want to return it. I'll probably open it. too. It looks like it comes with its own tools. So that's good. Look, it's even got a nylon bushings. They're just like me. So, hey Jenny, there's that bag. On the workbench, there's some casters in that bag. Would you grab those? One would be sufficient. So these are just plastic casters. Now, with my weight, I'm pretty sure I'm going to break those off at some point. Alright, so these holes are larger than the casters. But if I take these things off the ends, let's see. So I've got these things right here. These are T-nuts. I think. Yeah, that fits in there pretty nicely. So I could probably just Bondo, or I mean, epoxy this in, and to put the casters in if I were being really lazy. I may just do that because it looks like it's pretty much the right size. And this will allow me to use these casters on it. Like that, and I can use the nylon spaces that I have left over to make the chair a little taller. So, any comments, Jenny?
How would I know?
I'll just take a look. Here, take all this stuff here. Put that in the back box. Alright. Just see if there's any comments. Alright. Oh, you're from Texas, huh? Oh no, you're not. Hello to you. Oh, from Texas. Okay. Yeah, nice to talk to you. Okay. So let's get started on putting this thing together. Shouldn't take too long. Would you put this back in that bin underneath the jacket? Okay. Wow. The details on this, they have this giant manual, and the graphic is like, looks like it's like 100 pixels by 100 pixels. Like not even very well drawn. So this goes like this. And seriously, the holes that this goes through, I have no idea. Okay, so that. Graphic. I'm assuming this is the hinge point. That doesn't look right. There we go. And that goes there. I probably want to do it this one because I'm tall and heavy. I can't quite say which one I should do it on though. So use a washer. I can't see. Okay. Wow. This graphic, man, they could have made this. They could have made this so much better. Just the instructions. You barely see it. That's a lot of space. supposed to be using grommets? What am I supposed to do here? Jenny, would you come here? Hold that like this. I have no idea. Look. I guess 1 by 11, which is times 3, right? So I gotta do it by numbers. So we got 2 of these bushings. So that's 13. And this says use, okay, 13 on the inside. So the 13s go, don't this fall. Seriously, it won't go through this now? I should just go straight through. There's no way to stop that. Come on. Went right through before. There's that. And this one. Phew. But yeah, just look at how this is. It's like it's not precise. This was $50 for my complaining later. This is funny. And they gave you 1 Allen wrench. See this here? I feel like I'm missing something here. We got 8, which is that, followed by 13, which is the washer with the screw. See the screw? And then it goes, wait a minute. It says 13 on the inside, okay. And then 7, which is a long rod, and 8. No washers.
What are these?
No, it doesn't say to use washers. I'm going to leave mine there for now. Okay, so there's that step. And then okay, so that goes like that. And then this one. There should be 2 pins. I don't see a single pin. What happened to them? Oh, here's one. No, that's the blade. It looks just like this. It's just a rod. There are 2 other rods. I think. Stand up. Maybe it's underneath me. Yep. There you go. Alright. So. Say one way or another on that. laughing at?
Remember you found the Transformer shirt in your
Yes.
drawer and you thought that I shrank that shirt?
Yes. It's your shirt.
It was
In
mine.
my drawer. Very tricksy of you.
You were so angry.
Don't shrink a fat man's shirt. That's asking for trouble. You know what? See, these washers go underneath the chair. Yes. So the washers. Should be washers for everything. I got spare washers. I'm gonna probably add washers.
Remember you had to add washers to my stool? So it was all ripping.
But add bolts to it.
Mm-hmm.
I used carriage bolts on it. It's those cheap Chinese, wooden chairs, which is not really wood. It's like, I don't know, it's like paper. It looks like wood. My hand just doesn't work to do this. Go in that direction. Alright. So big old Allen wrench. And a hand punch, so I'll get up.
You want me to get it out?
So this gets here. Seriously? Like, how much does this thing spin out? I don't know if I'm going to fit this thing.
Uh-oh. It's too tiny.
If I put this... I try to do the opposite. If I put... and make it taller... How do you... Wait a minute. You can't... Oh, there we go.
You need to take a break every 30 minutes. Don't sit too long.
Let's just try like this first. Try to figure out how it works. I'm feeling with the desk raised up, it's going to be short. Take this here.
I don't...
I think the best thing is put it in the middle for now. What do you think?
Because that will raise it up higher.
It'll be somewhere in between, that's all.
I don't think I've ever sat in one of these chairs. I wonder if it would make me sit up straighter.
Well, I sat in one like Office Max years ago.
And did
Or
you like it?
Yeah, I loved it, but I don't know how it's going to be sitting in it for a while,
I have pretty straight posture, so I wonder if it would do the opposite effect for me.
Let me see the instructions, please. These instructions suck. I've got the rest. Wait, which one's the behind me one? This must be, it's got 3, okay, it's got 4. It's got some poke in it. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. This is the 4 ones, so these are the long ones. It says decent reviews on Amazon, but those could be just fake.
Like maybe they got it for free.
You know, they just pay people to write reviews.
These are shoes.
They're very reflective, I can see. I hate when the Allen wrench gets blocked by the thing. I can't use the Allen wrench at this end. I use the long, difficult turny part. It's only to use for the last bit of tightening. Can't suck. Don't over tighten this because it'll probably pull the things right out of the cushion. That would be the first thing I would say. No, the inserts will go right through it because it's Chinese. I feel like there's washers in the back of these things. Just make it sufficiently tight without over tightening. So I'm going to take this washer off here. There's no pain because tight for now. Right. Nearly done. Heat is roasting me.
I think someone said, "Hello, wifey, you're styling."
My wife is awesomely stylish. She looks good. Alright. Let's go in here. Uh-oh. Nope. Wow. That's barely grabbing the thread there. But you don't mess with it.
Not messing with it. I just don't know how to.
Do the comments?
No, to rotate the camera angle.
Don't even mess with it. Take care of
Okay.
it. We don't want to stop the feed. Okay. These casters on for now. Oh, that just did not feel good in my surgery. Oh, it was like electric shock. It did not feel good at all. Try another one. Okay. things together. Oops. Wow, that was pretty uncomfortable. It still hurts. Oh, my leg is going to be asleep from sitting on it. Okay. Whew. My back hurts. This is not going to be a fair assessment right now. Alright, let's just see if there's any comments here. Do I do the Stairmaster? No. Stairmaster? Here, why don't you try it first? Go ahead.
I don't know how. What do I do?
Straddle it. Now put your knees on the knee pad.
Like that.
Yeah, just sit down on it. You rest your knees on the front. Put your heels on the... There you go. How's it feel?
All right.
It's alright. What's it feel like? Is it comfortable enough?
I guess so. Yeah. I don't sit as a rule.
Alright. Let's leave it to pros then.
Yes, I guess. Funny.
The chair made the noise?
Yes.
Alright, let's get in here. Oh, this is great. Actually, the height is perfect.
Well, great.
Alright, let's do some fat guy gaming. What else? Something happened here. You got a frozen computer? I've never had that happen before, but let's just reboot it. I don't think I hit anything. How's it for beer drinking? Oh, that's such good beer.
Someone asked if it's supposed to be for a bad back. You should read the thing.
I think it's for people with, back problems, yeah.
At least the instructions said that all the things it was supposed to be good for. Someone asked, was that Jesus?
What's Jesus?
I don't know. Well, I mean, I know what Jesus is.
I know what Jesus is. What do they mean by that?
I don't know.
Okay, so ready to start. And if you guys play Destiny 2, one of the great things to have open in a web browser is what's called Destiny Item Manager. It allows you to equip items, search for things directly in your browser while you're playing the game, which you don't have to go to the inventory, the vault, to do anything. I'm loving this chair though, actually. It's actually perfect height right now. It took a while to launch. I'm going to claim my gun from the faction rally. So one thing I just did was I did maximize power. And what it did is equip me with everything at my highest power that I have. Not necessarily the thing I want to use, because I have other things that are 335, but it equips you with those items. So now my character's 335 if I hit. And so this is 335 here. But I do have multiple 335 items. Alright, this is pretty sweet.
Yay!
It's much better than sitting in that chair and being all like, you know, the posture feels great. I don't see, take a break. I don't want to take a break from this. Oh, it's even better now. That's pretty awesome. It's the Tuesday reset in the game, Jenny.
What did you say?
Everything resets on Tuesdays.
Oh.
So you get new milestones, quests, all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if I go to the map, I hit this, hit E. I'll show you. Hold E down, it tells me all the things I can do to get stuff. So, bless you. Alright. Let's go check out this weapon.
I like that I can reach all over back.
That's perfect. Yeah, I don't have any
Isn't that great?
back of the chair to have to worry about. And I selected mnemonic key. Wait a minute. Oh, not enough space. So this is a. Just put this away. That away. There we go. Which glimmer was that from? Is it 50,000 glimmer? Wow. It's an expensive weapon. I have 0 tokens because it resets, so I couldn't buy any of these items now. I don't care. Alright, so let's go someplace and check this out. Oh, I got some clan XP.
There's a lot of tomfoolery going on up
Yeah,
there.
I hear about that. Let's see here. Let's see. Flashpoint Titan. So let's just go Titan there. I hate Titan. There's no events happening anyways. Good. Turn this on so I get some audio. So people can hear me. So I do need to get some speakers of some sort. I actually found they're awesome. They light up like these, the base does.
quiet there. Did we have the volume turned on? Oh, it's probably here. It's all right. Alright, so switch this weapon. Pretty powerful. Actually, it feels pretty good. It feels different than other weapons, though. Stability's kind of bad. And I don't get the perk like I do with the Mida. Speed. It's kind of squirrely. Change the settings on this. Ricochet bullets. Increases handling speed. Increases range. Increases range. Nothing stability wise. Okay, so let's apply this. The shaders don't look so great on this, though. There's nothing that really speaks to me.
The colors?
Yeah, I was checking it out.
How pretty your gun is.
Yeah, you want your gun to be pretty.
Of course.
Look, purple gun. Pink and purple gun. That one's... I love the Vice Poison one.
That one.
That gray green. You don't really need to aim so great. You just want to just completely alone here. Do that. See the scopes again that they had. Increases range. Oh, I like thermal imaging. That's better. Nice thing about the thermal imaging, Jenny, is you can pick out an enemy, it gets highlighted in red. Right there. Look how much that gun moves. I got a headshot with this thing. I got some crits there. Criticals. 29 seconds. There's nobody here to help me. Better change my loadout here. That'll do.
supposed to have like squadrons and people help you?
Well,
Like,
well, with some of these, yeah. I mean, you do go in, there's a player versus player mode, but right now I'm in just the regular quest mode. So now this is, the public event is happening. There's supposed to be other people here. And I would expect there to be people here because this is, the flashpoint is tight, and that means you get extra stuff for doing public events on this planet, or moon.
Guardian, the Fallen are bringing in their armory. Again. You'd think they'd know better by now.
And there's see Saturn.
They never learn.
See Saturn in the sky?
Teach them a new lesson.
I gotta take out this. I'm the only person you're fighting it. Not exactly something that you should be fighting by yourself. You can. You're just gonna. I've never seen anybody beat this thing with one person. Heal. Nice thing about these is they'll actually, the grenades on this will actually seek out the targets after they get command. They're insect grenades. This cannon will help me defeat it. Except when I get killed. Oh, there's another one here. seconds. I'm not going to defeat it. And he teleported out.
Get all their weapons. But you got their attention. When they come back, you'll restore them.
Sounds so much like Jimmy Cassidy.
What game is that?
The one that we used to like.
Armada?
Yes. This has that feeling.
Yes, you know Titan is a planet of massive oceans. Alright. That was enough. Okay. I think this chair is actually really good. I like it a lot.
Great.
Alright, so see if anybody else is still watching here. Coin mining. What do you mean, what the Jesus? Oh, what was that Jesus? I don't know, what's the Jesus thing? I don't know. But I don't do Bitcoin mining. No, I don't.
What does that mean?
Bitcoin mining is where you use like it is a means unto itself. Like, so basically, stand over here since I'm talking to you. So Bitcoin mining is this thing called cryptocurrency. All right, and rather than using dollars, people use bitcoins to buy things. And the way you get bitcoins is they have to be mined, and it's using basically like you're decrypting things.
Are you talking like an actual physical mine, or is
You-
this like a virtual?
You are mining it on a computer. There's mathematical algorithms, something like that, and each Bitcoin needs to be mined in order for it to exist. As part of the mining, it's doing the transactions. So it's all the transactions that occur in the Bitcoin system are done by people who are mining. And there's only a finite number of Bitcoins that exist, which is weird because that means that when all of them are mined, there'll be no reason to process Bitcoins.
Is this a video game?
No. This is real. The people do this. So let's say if I started mining Bitcoins like 7 years ago when it started and just had a computer that was doing it all the time, I'd have thousands of dollars right now because of the value of Bitcoins.
Oh, is this like when, like a half of a cent just gets, because a dollar amount gets...
You mean like the Superman 2 thing? 2 or 3, the one with Richard Pryor?
Something like that, but isn't that real too?
This is not that, but if you want to think of it that way, you can. But basically, when it starts out, there's no Bitcoins, and you have a computer that's doing hashing, which is part of the system which transactions are done to validate transactions, and it requires immense calculations, a lot of resources. The first Bitcoins are really easy to mine. And as time goes by, they become harder and harder because of whatever the deal is. I don't know. So the people mining are creating Bitcoins, and then people who are taking a Bitcoin and giving it to somebody else, that transaction, that is that's the hashing that's going on. Mm-hmm. And so it's like money. Just like we trust dollars for something, this is like, it had no value except for the fact that effort went into making them. And so people value them as if they valued dollars. The thing is like to exchange them, it requires stuff. All these. So it's basically you can't just have them for free. You can't fake them, but people steal them. If you're not careful, somebody could steal your Bitcoins if you don't keep them in a safe place. I know it sounds absolutely crazy.
Like in a jar on top of your fridge.
You could, because you can take your Bitcoin and basically print it out on a piece of paper and keep it on a piece of paper. But if you lose that and you don't have it anywhere else, that money that's gone. There's no way to recover it. So it's like that money goes away, and that's the thing about the whole Bitcoin system is that there's a finite number of them. Once they're all mined, you can't mine more. And the ones that are lost are gone forever with no way to recover them. So there's going to be less and less of them. At some point, people are going to lose every single one of them. I guess they'll be worth a ton or nothing, because if you can't have them, and I don't know. It seems as though there's no way to produce new ones once they're lost, and that's a problem. But for people, they can make profit off of them. And so to mine Bitcoins, you use a computer, and the best way to do it is use your graphics card inside your computer to do it, because it can do a lot of hashing fast, whereas the CPU can't. It's not really meant to do that. It can, but it doesn't do it nearly as fast as a GPU does. And in earlier days, just a few years ago, people were using what are called ASICs, a system in a chips that were designed just for Bitcoin mining. But those don't work as well as GPUs do, and people are mining them way faster with GPU now. So people are using the graphics cards for computers to do it. They're filling computers with like 8 graphics cards or 13 graphics cards, and the price of graphics cards have gone through the roof, and people who like to game are really annoyed with that. Okay?
So is that why the person was asking? He was going to get angry at you for...
And no one's angry at me. He's laughing because I'm explaining it now.
Boy, your wife is stupid.
No, you're not stupid. You are wearing a really cool... Take off the jacket. What you got? You got a little shrug on there, too?
Yeah, I told you to keep my arms warm.
Give me the jacket. Give it to me. Don't put it on my chair. It's just going to fall. Turn around. Are you wearing a jumpsuit? What are you wearing there? Who dressed you?
I don't know, because I would never choose that.
Take the shrug off. I think it's pretty cool. Turn around. I like the straps in the back. That's cool.
It's hard to get them. Well, it's hard to get them. To be
Oh yeah, they are. You got them. No. No, you're right. I don't know. So what's Kneckles? What's the Jesus thing? I don't know what you meant by that. Maybe
Is it your ponytail?
my ponytail. No.
Did Jesus wear a ponytail?
No, he didn't. Don't you ever seen the paintings of him for people who've never seen him? Okay. Yeah, so the chair's great, and I don't know if I'd even need to change the casters. I think it's great just the way it is. I mean, it doesn't wheel as nice as I'd like necessarily, but it doesn't need a wheel a lot. Oh, it's Tom's question. Okay, sorry. Is Tom still watching? But yeah, this is awesome, actually. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, so this is the this is the item manager here. Come on, focus, will ya? There we go. All right. So you can see in. What are you laughing at?
The Bitcoin thing.
All right. I think it's time. We've been doing this for an hour. The chair is awesome, and I love it. Say goodbye, Jenny.
Bye.
All right. Let's end this now. Bye, everybody.